Previously on the Summer Send.
Giant. This is the most insane fishing I've ever been a part of. We're gonna get the car packed up today, and tomorrow we'll be headed to the brand new state to fish for some big cutties.
When thinking about the best fly fishing destinations in the western United States, many minds jump to the waterways of Montana, Idaho, and Colorado. All holding world-famous trout water, these are the premier destinations for trout angling. But one state that gets overlooked far too often is Wyoming. Having a population density lower than almost anywhere on Earth, Wyoming is home to some of the most pristine and untouched land left in the lower 48. And amidst its rocky slopes and sagebrush prairies, meanders some of the finest cutthroat water in the world. Welcome to Wyoming, or as I like to call it, Cutthroat Paradise.
Here it begins. 3 states, thousands of miles from home, fishing all the water we can. Jake and I will be living out of our car, wetting the line in a plethora of the Rocky Mountains' most sought-after lakes, rivers, and streams, all in the pursuit of everything big and small, common and elusive, and everything in between.
Giant. Oh, it's a super pretty one too. Let's go, dude. Oh my goodness.
That's such a pretty brown, dude. That's such a pretty brown.
Oh my goodness. Let's go.
Oh, golden's right here, golden.
Oh, I see it.
Go, Wyoming cutthroat.
Look at the head on that thing.
It's just such a pretty fish.
That hopper is just completely gone.
Came up and name like,
I just saw like that splash. He's got a big old head on him. That's sweet.
Welcome to the beautiful state of Wyoming. That's right, the last episode of the Summer Send is going to be in Wyoming. Not everybody's first choice when it comes to big cutties, but we're going to show you why it should be one of your guys' first choices. So today, hopefully we're going to be fishing some big bugs, not those size 20 midges that we were fishing in Montana. And we're going to be fishing this river down there for some big old cutthroat trout. So we're going to be in Wyoming for a total of 3 days. But the first day is today. We've done a lot of traveling today. We're just going to fish the night. And then we got tomorrow a full day, and then the next day we'll just have the morning. So instead of doing every day as an episode like we've been doing for the previous episodes of the Summer Send, we're just going to lump Wyoming all together and make this the finale.
Are you switching to a smaller bug? Seem to like mine. There we go. The little ones seem to like mine at least. Come here. Right there is my first Wyoming cutthroat. Pretty little guy. Jake's hooked up with one.
I saw him rise. He sipped one, I cast it in there. Didn't get it first time. Second time he came out and just sipped it ever so lightly.
That's sweet.
Not the biggest cutthroat trout we've seen, but that is a very good start for day one here. And they're still rising there. I can still hear them. So.
Oh yeah. The evening bite has just begun.
Got in here just in time.
Look at that.
The slash one. Yeah, that's beautiful.
Super pretty.
Go ahead and get this guy back. Off he goes.
Sweet, right away.
Pretty much. Didn't take long. We just came down from the road, hit this hole, and they're already starting to bite. Pretty easy. Easy stuff.
Got another nice cutthroat trout for you there. Again, not a huge fish, like 13 maybe, but look at how yellow that belly is. That is just a beautiful fish. Looks almost like a brook trout stomach. Really pretty fish. I'm gonna go ahead and get this guy back and get another one. He is very ready to go. I'm lining him up. I don't know what Gavin's doing back here, but
Not lighting them up.
wow, my fly is just
How many fish have you caught in that fly?
a lot. Going back to where we were in Montana,
It's starting to get a little tattered.
a little bit.
Tattered and torn. Got him. All right, let's see if I can actually land this one. I got him on a reel because he's a giant. He's an absolute stud. Just kidding. He's not that big. Okay, please don't go down that rapids. Oh, he's jumping. He's jumping. They're just out here barely sipping those mayflies again, so we're professionals at it at this point. Get this guy back. No!
Oh, did you see that eat? That was so sick. It's a good one too. Oh, he just came downstream and just sipped it. Oh, that was sick. It's a good one. In the net. Good cutty.
This is a good fish.
Very good fish.
Pretty good base of the trip, huh?
Pretty close. There we go. Wyoming cutthroat. Look at the head on that thing. It is just such a pretty fish. Get you guys some close-ups and we'll get him on his way. There goes that big guy. That's by far my biggest of the trip probably, and hopefully not even the biggest we'll see in Wyoming. Oh! Oh yeah, the big girl slurped it.
She's under 280. If she ain't 280, she ain't a lady.
I'm just reeling him in. Come here, I'm reeling him in.
Big.
It's not that big, you said.
I lied, I don't know.
It's a giant. Watch out here, guys. Big fish crossing. Yeah, it's not big. Okay. Hey, Mom, look at my cutthroat trout. Yay! Another Wyoming cutty going back in the drink. Whoa! You just... Dude, stop messing with my cutties like that. That's not called for. Not at all.
It was actually very called for. He called me up, he's like, can I call you on my cell phone?
Welcome to How to Get Attacked by a Bear 101. So what you're gonna wanna do is you're gonna wanna walk through the thickest willows you can possibly find. Is that a bear track? You're gonna wanna find bear tracks just like this one. You see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 toes right there. That's a grizzly bear track. And you're gonna wanna keep on trucking. Low light is ideal. You want the lowest light possible so the bears can't see you coming. You can't see the bears coming until they're right on top of your face. So stay tuned. We're gonna try to get a big sow right on Jake's neck, and we'll show you guys that in a second.
All right, we made it back to the tent. Didn't get attacked by a mountain lion or bear or moose or anything else that's gonna try to kill us out here. We got into a good little bite there at the end of the day. Hopefully it's a good start for our last couple of days of the trip here in Wyoming. So we'll see you tomorrow. Peace. Here you go.
That's a good cake right there.
That's a good cake. Good morning, Wyoming. Today is our last full day of fishing, so we are just going to pound this river. We're going to hit it hard, and we're going to catch a big cutthroat. I'm going to start off throwing a big bug because I just don't want to throw these little bugs anymore. I'm tired of it, so they're going to eat it no matter what. All right, that's what I've decided. I'm going to make them eat it. What Jake's doing, I don't know. You'll find out later. So if you want to see some big cutties, stay tuned.
What's up, guys? Welcome to the great state of Wyoming. Me? Personally, Gavin said he'd tell you what I'm doing later. Well, I'm telling you right now. I'm throwing streamers. I'm a new born again man. Big bugs, big fish. What more can you ask for? We'll see you then.
Oh, sick. I don't think it's the same one. He's definitely getting pulled down that. All right, we're hooked up on the hopper. You're getting pulled down the rapids. Swim, little guy, swim, swim up, swim up. Come on. There he is. Finally getting some good looking water in there. Crushing the hopper. The big old bug is catching fish. Off he goes. You get chase it all? It's windy. Do you see him deny it like the first time or miss it? That reel's up. That was so sick.
There is my biggest cutty of the day on the hopper. This river is very powerful. It's super fun to fish because he's super cold water. Look at this guy back on his way. It looks like they're eating the hopper today, which is a very good sign. I just basically picked out the absolute biggest bug in my box and I started throwing that and they're loving it. So it's a good time. Ah! Oh! That was awesome! That was insane! Holy nuts! It is so windy. That was like what, a 10-foot cast? Jake's putting a hopper back on. Jake's been throwing a streamer and it has some fish chase it, but he hasn't hooked up with any yet. And I've been killing him on the hopper. Holy nuts! I'm probably gonna have to go down and get him. Sorry. I know, it's good fish. Oh yeah, on the hopper, baby, let's go! This fish was sitting right in that hole. Look at that fish. Look at the head on him. Super pretty fish. We'll get him on its way. Off he goes. I've just been throwing this hopper. I think it was the same fish missed it before, denied it, and then came back up and just smoked it. These fish are so cool and they're eating hoppers. He ate mine. Me and Jake had to drift in like the exact same lane. The fish chose my bug. I'm the chosen one. Oh, Jake missed another one. He would not give up. He's so enthusiastic he could take on hell with a squirt gun. Big bug, big cutty. Like another 14-incher. Just like clockwork. Off he goes in the drink.
I could go around the world, find its diamonds, precious pearls. They'd all turn to dust in my head. 7 wonders, city streets, ocean air and mountain peaks. They are not the finest in the land. Some giant cutties. Look at him. Look at him with that big old bug in the corner of his mouth.
Guys, you are witnessing perhaps the most unusual thing to ever happen. I'm getting outfished by Gavin Lang right now. I'm gonna admit it. I can't seem to find the right bug. He's catching more fish than I am. Never has happened before. So, I'm gonna get things figured out. I'm sorry, guys.
There ain't nothing like coming home to you. And no matter where I go, and no matter what I do, there ain't nothing like coming home to you.
Midday update here. Taking a lunch break. Got some good fish this morning. Hoping to catch the big one later this afternoon. So we're gonna go a little bit further down the stream. We'll see what happens.
Oh, no, oh, oh! I set the hook and like skittered it and then he kept chasing it downstream. And then he just ate it. That was f***ing insane. Oh my goodness. I missed this one, hook set, and it like skittered across the water. He chased it like 10 feet, and then I pulled it out of the water by accident because he tried to eat it again. And then I cast back in there, he turns around, sees it, smokes it. That's sweet. This is exactly what we've been looking for. Montana did not provide it, and now Wyoming does. Oh my, oh my, oh my. This is a big one, this is a big one, this is a big one, guys. Jake's banned me from using the word giant if it's not over 20 inches. I don't think it's a giant, but it's another, okay. Insane overreaction, not as big as I thought it was. Alrighty everybody, here's my, I don't even know how much cutties I've caught today. An insane amount. But it has just been insane fishing. They're finally eating big bugs. It's beautiful weather out. Jake's dealing with another fish upstream. It's just insane fishing. Granted, we didn't have the best Montana, oh, there's hornet, Okay, granted, we didn't have the best Montana conditions and they were eating little bugs, but we have quite literally gone from in Montana throwing the smallest bug I had, which is size 24 midge, to now I just look inside my box and I grab the biggest bug I have and I start chucking it, and then they eat it. How can you complain about that?
Yes. Jake caught a fish, guys. Can't really see it, but there he goes.
Oh, yeah. I think so. Yeah.
Oh, that's a big fish.
That's a good one. Came straight downstream. I just felt I had a lot of slack in there.
Yeah, you were not looking either.
I couldn't see it. It was in that white stuff. That big head on him.
Yeah, that's what I saw. I just saw a big head. That's a good one.
That's a good one. One of my better ones of the day. That hopper is just completely gone.
I saw you looking down to mess some with the camera, and he came up and I'm like, oh,
I just saw like that splash. He's got a big old head on him. Pretty girl. Oh, she was not gonna wait. Yeah. So we made it back to camp. I figured I might as well give you guys a tour of what we're working with here in Wyoming. So we walk in, you got the car, you know, she's been doing this good this whole trip. Tent over here, the safety zones where everything happens pretty much. Then over here, we got the fire, we got Jake by the clothesline. There's some boots there. Over here, we got our little bear box to keep the food safe. We got the cooking setup. This is where all the magic happens. And then the best part about this whole campsite is just a couple feet away. You take a nice little stroll and then boom, you're down by the river. This is the same river that we've been catching all these big cutties on. So we figured, why not do a little catch and cook? We have this beautiful river right next to our camp. So that's what we're gonna do. And we'll go cook them up, have a nice little cutthroat trout dinner.
Much later.
So what happened, Gavin?
Well, so I got the bear spray out for a reason. We're down at our beautiful campsite fishing, and I come back up here ready to get the fish that we just caught, getting ready for dinner.
The fish are in his hand, by the way.
The fish are in my hand. I have 4 dead fish in my hand. And I get about here and I'm just moseying along and boom! There's a big black thing running around. There's a bear. I'm over by that stump. There's a bear. There's gotta be tracks somewhere. There's a bear like right about here. And then I'm like, shoot, there's a bear. So I'm like, Jake, bear. Whip out the bear spray. I'm ready. And then, so then Jake gets over here, he comes back, and then there's a black bear standing. He was just standing right here, and he's looking at us. He's like, what are you guys doing over there? And then he climbs to the tree. You guys can see, these are his claw marks. He got up in the tree to get away from us.
Not a small bear. That was pushing 3 bills.
Yeah, that was like a 300-pound bear. And then I'm like, shoot. And I told Jake to get the camera out.
A little bit slow on the uptake, guys.
We got one clip.
Trying.
This one.
Oh, you got him. Wow.
Wow, that was terrible camera work. And then, so that was it. There was a black bear in our camp, which is really cool. Really big fan of that, actually.
Okay, the thing is though, we are keeping a clean camp. Like, we're making sure all of our food scraps away, everything's away. So it's not like we're doing anything wrong.
Yeah, there's nothing out.
He, I'm sure, smelled the residue of stuff, but still, it's...
Or he's making his rounds around the whole campground, just waiting to find something. He probably does this all day. He's probably the resident bear. He just does this all the time. But good thing he didn't touch my water bottle. He might have been trying to use the stove. He was probably trying to cook up. He's trying to get the stove ready for us when we come with the fish. Nice fella. There's 4 cutthroat trout in there. And we just had a splendid time catching them, didn't we, Jake?
You know, if I wasn't such a good fisherman, I probably wouldn't have caught all 3 of them.
We caught what, the one?
I caught the one
Instantly, like right away. And we're like, oh, this is gonna be so easy. We're just gonna catch some more, have a nice easy dinner, get back to camp nice and early. We went probably what, hour and a half? No fish, nothing. And then I'm back casting my dry fly and I get it stuck in a tree. So then I break the limb off and there's a little Perdigon sitting in there. I was like, oh no, this spot has been fished by a Euro nympher. So I just keep the Perdigon on me, we keep fishing, and we did not catch anything. And then eventually I was like, screw this, I'm becoming a Euro nympher, I'm putting on the Perdigon. Put on the Perdigon, 3 casts later, boom, 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 fish. And then I'm like, okay, we got another eater. And then Jake takes the Perdigon, next cast, fish, another eater. Jake takes the Perdigon again, another cast, boom, fish. It was a big one, so we let it go. Then Jake takes another cast, nothing, another cast, fish, final eater. Perdigon is the most goated fly of all time, no questions. You can't even argue me on that one.
I mean, freaking, it's highest catch rate of any bug I've ever thrown. So I won't debate you. I won't debate you.
I threw the Perdigon for under 5 casts and caught a fish on it. 20% success rate on that Perdigon. Insane. Let's see why people Euro nymph now. So we're gonna get these suckers cooked up, potentially get mauled by a bear, and we'll see you guys when they're all cooked. Alrighty, we're gonna enjoy this good meal. Fish and potatoes and onions next to the fire. Enjoy the views of this beautiful Wyoming sunset. And we're getting ready for tomorrow, which will be our last day of the summer send. So we'll see you guys tomorrow morning. Good morning. Today is our last day out west for the summer send, and we only got a couple hours to fish. So we're gonna try to do it as effectively as we can. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna walk up the road a little bit to the bottom of the river, not the bottom of the river, but down a ways to the river. And then we're just gonna wade back up to our camp, and then once we get to camp, we're gonna head back and go back home. I'm throwing a little chubby and the Perdigon because I'm pro Perdigon after last night. Jake's got, what do you have on? Jake's got just a hopper on. So we're gonna put some cutties in the net for you guys on this lovely, beautiful Wyoming morning and end the summer send on a bang.
There we go. Fish. My first fish of the day. Cutty on the little Perdigon. There he goes.
Oh, good one. Good one. I was like, oh, there's a fish nymphing right there. And then I was like, oh, my hopper's gone. It's probably my nymph. And lo and behold, it was.
Here's my biggest fish of the day. Once again on the Perdigon. Thing's pretty goated. You get this guy on his way. Alright, there goes my fish. Jake is currently dealing with another fish. Here's my advice. If you want to catch as many fish as humanly possible and you don't care how you catch them, you have a house, sell it. Car, sell it. Family, I mean, just sell everything and get a Euro nymphing set up, buy Perdigons with your whole life savings, get rid of your retirement fund, just buy Perdigons. Because you'll just catch a bajillion fish, and that's how it is.
Or,
alright, here's Jake's fish.
alright, I know what Gavin said. That's my biggest fish of the day. Sell everything, buy big hoppers, throw big bugs, you'll catch big fish. There he goes. Graceful. Very graceful.
So is that your first one on the hopper?
Second or third.
Second or third on hopper. I've had one on my hopper. It was
I've also missed a couple on the hopper.
Yeah, I'm really just a Perdigon lover at this point.
Another one on the Perdigon.
That right there in all likelihood is my last fish of the summer send. I hope it's not, we still got a little bit more to fish, but if it is, it's a good fish to end on. Came up, sipped that dry. Go ahead and get this guy back. There he goes.
Alright, there's probably my last fish of the summer send as well. Our camp's just right around the corner, so gonna take a little bit extra time, savor this fish, savor all the places that we've gone to chase after these beautiful fish. We'll get this guy back where he belongs. Off he goes. Alrighty, we're back at camp. We gotta get things packed up. We hope you enjoyed this series. It was a lot of fun to make. We ran in with a lot of critters we didn't want to run into. We also ran into some critters that we really did want to run into.
Hopefully you guys enjoyed this content and stay tuned for more to come. See you later.
Peace!